It was meant to be a joyful summer day. Fireworks, songs, campfires. Instead, July 4th brought chaos. Before sunrise, floodwaters from the Guadalupe River swallowed campsites, swept through cabins, and silenced the laughter of over 750 girls attending Camp Mystic in Kerr County, Texas. By morning, 24 lives were confirmed lost. Over 20 girls were missing. Nestled beside the river, Camp Mystic had always been a place of joy. On the night of July 3rd, campers wrote in journals, shared stories, and sang around the fire. Few could imagine that within hours, their tents would be submerged, their voices drowned by rushing water. City officials confirmed that the flood struck before any proper warning could be issued. Heavy rain, over 30 centimeters, fell within 2 hours. The Guadalupe River rose by 8 meters before sunrise. Roads disappeared, tents vanished, and in the confusion, over 20 girls simply vanished with it. Rescue crews worked through the night, pulling survivors from trees, rooftops, and vehicles. Some were rescued just moments before their shelters gave way. By noon, 237 people had been saved, 167 by helicopter. But for families still waiting for answers, every second felt like eternity. Camp Mystic lost power, water, and internet. Roads in and out were impassable. Parents couldn't contact their daughters. Many had no idea if their children were alive. The camp's remaining residents, scared, soaked, and waiting, could only hope. "I woke up choking," said 14-year-old Emma, pulled from a tree branch by rescuers. Her friend didn't survive. Another counselor, Hannah Green, was swept hundreds of meters downstream. "I kept calling their names, but the river was louder," she recalled. Survivors' memories are filled with screams, dark water, and silence. President Donald Trump called the flood a tragedy and promised federal aid. Judge Rob Kelly of Kerr County said, "We are doing everything we can to bring the girls home." But for many families, the promises aren't enough. They want action and accountability. The storm wasn't just powerful. It was unpredictable. Two storm systems collided over the hill country, unleashing a rain bomb overnight. Experts say climate change is fueling these flash floods. Warmer air holds more moisture. When it releases, it pours. By the time radars caught up, it was too late. Texas must prepare for more. This wasn't a fluke. It's the future. The trauma doesn't end when the rain stops. Mental health teams now work round the clock in Kerrville. Children receive counseling. Parents attend grief groups. Some write letters to missing friends. Others sit quietly holding photos, hoping for a miracle. A mother whispered, "She had the brightest smile. Please, Bring her home. This isn't the first deadly flood in Texas, not even close. But the warnings, reports, and risk maps often go ignored. Camp Mystic had been flagged as high risk in 2019, yet no sirens, no sensors, no mandatory evacuation plans were in place. Memory fades, and nature doesn't forgive forgetfulness. Local responders, police, fire, camp staff became instant heroes. Without hesitation, they stepped into cold, rising waters. A rookie firefighter said, "We weren't trained for this, but we had to act." They saved hundreds, not because they were told to, but because their hearts demanded it. Families are asking, why wasn't there a plan? Why were 750 kids camped next to a rising river without real-time alerts or a clear evacuation strategy? Officials admit gaps. Lawsuits are coming, so are investigations. "We failed to expect the unexpected," said Judge Kelly, and that failure cost lives. After the water receded, the healing began. Volunteers rebuilt. Churches opened shelters. Artists painted murals of hope. A wall by the river now carries messages. Come home. You are loved. Never forgotten. At night, candles line the riverbank. Hope is rising, quietly, bravely. We may not know all their names yet, but we remember their laughter, their courage, their light. The flood took much, but it did not take everything, because memory remains, and so does the promise, never again.